So this is your problem here. It says find the sixth term in the following sequence and write the general term. So before you can answer a question like this, you need to find out first if it's an arithmetic sequence, okay, if it's arithmetic or if it is geometric. So what is the difference between these two? When you have when you have arithmetic sequence, that means you have a common difference, okay? So what that common difference means is that you either have the same number, a common number that you keep on adding, or you keep on subtracting to get to the next number. A geometric, on the other hand, you have a common ratio. And what this means is that you have a common number that you either multiply or you divide to get to the next number. So let's find out. Okay, so you have your sequence here. You have 8, 4, 0, -4. So the idea is, do you have a common number that you keep on adding or subtracting to get to the next one? Well, let's find out. Okay, so from 8 to 4, how do you get from 8 to 4? Well, you can either subtract 4 or you can divide 2, right? So if it's subtracting 4 every single time to get to the next one, then it's an arithmetic sequence. Otherwise, if you divide by 2 every single time, then it's a geometric sequence. So let's find out. So 4, let's try -4, okay? So 4 minus 4, yes, you get a 4. Then 4 minus 4, yes, you get a 0. Then 0 minus 4, you get a -4. So this must be it. But for just double checking, let's do the division by 2. What about 8 divided by 4? 8 divided by 2, well, you get a 4. 4 divided by 2, you don't get a 0. So that means this is not it. So that means this must be an arithmetic sequence. So now that you have now that you have determined what kind of sequence you have, which is arithmetic sequence, and your common difference now is 4. So your D, that's what you normally denote, a common difference. That's gonna be a -4. Now we can find the general term. But before that, you also need to find the sixth term. Well, let's do this one by hand. It's not really advisable to do this one by hand because right now it's only 6. It's okay. But what if your teacher wants you to find what's the 1000th number? So that will be really tough, right? But since this is only 6, let's find the sixth term. So remember, you keep on subtracting 4. So 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. 0 minus 4 is -4. Therefore, the next one is -4 minus 4. Then you will have -8. That's your fifth term. And then -8 minus 4. Then you have -12. This must be the sixth term. Okay, that's doing it by hand. Now let's do the general sequence, and we will check it later to find that. Use that general sequence to find the sixth term. If it's arithmetic sequence, this is your general term expression. So a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. All right, where a sub n, this is your nth term. Okay, a sub 1, that's your first term. N is the number of terms, D is the common difference. All right, so we can substitute that here. So we can say general equation or general expression, okay, for general term. Actually, it should be general term expression. Okay. All right. So we can say, using this formula right here, we can say a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Well, let's substitute. A sub n equals your a sub 1, your first term is 8, plus n, that's just n because this is a general expression, minus 1 times -4 because that's your d. Now this in itself is already acceptable. Now sometimes your teacher might want you to simplify it. So in that case, what we're going to do is we will distribute this -4. So now you have a sub n equals 8 plus -4 times n is -4n. Okay, and then -4 times 1 is that's plus 4. Combining like terms, you have a sub n, this and that are the same. So you have 12 minus 4n, positive times negative. Okay, so this is your general expression, general term expression. Now let's do a checking. Let's check. If you want to find the sixth term, then therefore your n, because that you're looking for, that's 6. So let's substitute that in here and find out if we actually get -12. So now we have a sub 6, which means sixth term equals, okay, let me erase that. Equals, using your formula here, you have 12 minus 4 times 6, which is 12 minus 24, which is negative 12. This is your A6, oh, A6 sixth term, which is, as expected, negative 12.